with clear, but given away to Miller. DeAndre Miller with the intercept. They played away from Zadorov. Miller closing in on Swayman with a chance, and Swayman with a stout save. Who's now with the puck. Got enough in the way to knock it free. Now Bussy waves played out in front. Middlestat can't get to it. This will be kept in. Long drive, they'll score. The Bruins get on the board. Hampus Lindholm takes advantage. And Lindholm, his 5th of the year. Boston up 1-0.
Well, you know, Bussy was a little bit late to the party on a couple of these situations. Stankoven made a really good play in front of the net. And Hampus Lindholm being healthy this entire season has been huge for the Bruins when he wasn't last year. You know, you've got a screen coming from Middlestat, but I would consider this tardy right from the get-go for the Hurricanes goaltender. That is a very good screen there from Middlestat. The communication very important with these new defensive pairings. You know, it's on the ice right now, Nikishin and Walker, Gostisbehere, Slavin.
Now Svechnikov down the wing. Wrap around the net, and he scores! Oh, a tasty wrap for his 30th of the season. Andrei Svechnikov has this game tied at 1.
Used his speed to circle the back of the net. This is Russian to Russian, Nikishin to Svechnikov, and then he gets a bounce. He's trying to go to the back door. It goes up. I like him on his natural side. This might just be an experiment, but playing with Walker, natural side.
Miller scores! Off the draw. Right back to DeAndre Miller, and his 7th of the year. The Canes are up 2-1.
You get Jordan Stahl back, then you see the difference in the face-off circle. Didn't play Sunday in Ottawa, you had a tough face-off game. You get him back, Miller holds for an extra split second to allow the net front to become a factor. Just make sure to get it by the first guy. The other guy that didn't play, Jordan Martinook, had a really good net front.
A little too much. Boston has a chance to clear, and they'll go wide, and Pasternak can skate in with a step. Pasternak tries a backhand. Bussy waves at it. Now in front, they'll score. Morgan Geekie set up by Pasternak. And we're tied at 2 as Geekie, his 35th goal of the season, which paces Boston, knots this game up.
Most defensive zone coverage, to be honest with you. Slavin forces Pasternak wide, and I mean, the front of the net, as Slavin was battling Pasternak, it was just not a walkabout, but a skateabout in front. And Gostisbehere had gone chasing to try to support. He was following Elias Lindholm.
DeAndre Miller scored his 7th goal of this season. The 2nd one of his period for Carolina, and Pasternak with it now. On the jump, trying to play away from Chatfield. Out in front, they'll score! Geekie with his 2nd, but that was all David Pasternak to set up the Bruins' 3rd goal of the period.
Morgan Geekie. But the Hurricanes have not had glue-like defensive zone coverage here in this first period. Just think about the patience of Pasternak. He took a peek initially. There was nothing there. So he valued puck possession. Eventually, he's got an avenue to there. That's where he was patient. Now his edge work, he's got an avenue to the front of the net. He can't, now all of a sudden he can't turn and find the puck with his eyes. Now would he have gotten there and made the save on Geekie? Had he been able to turn in his fluid motion and use his eyes to see where it's coming off of Geekie's stick? You know, it's a bang-bang play. Within the paint, I think the goaltender has to have the ability to do his job.
Here's the call.
After review of the call, and the ice is confirmed. We got a good goal. Area game penalty assessed to Carolina.
He's moving in on goal. He'll turn back. Do a figure 8. Look for some room. Back for Nikishin. Now to Hall. Stankoven and Hall. Stankoven with a low drive just wide. Blake to the rebound. 1:10 remaining. Now here's a shot. They score! Stankoven let it go. Stahl out front. And a power play goal for the Canes. 14 power play goals in the last 11. We're tied at 3.
Coven's red hot. He got a lot on this shot because Swayman got a lot of it. Really good puck retrieval from Jackson Blake. Big piece of it, and then the feed from Taylor Hall. And the stick of Swayman just could not deal with the heaviness of this drift-away shot. You know what I say? Rod Brindamore has started with what would be his second group quite a bit at different points.
Just his 38th game this season. So
that's a really good thing. You know, and he's capable. Look at his average minutes versus McAvoy.
A turnover here. Carey scores! Will Carrier went 25 games without. But what a time to get one to put Carolina up 4-3.
Even possibly to bite on a pass ever so slightly and then wired it low.
He's 4th on the power play, and he has scored 5 goals in the last 5 games. He's red hot. And Sean Walker with it. He'll drop it for Blake. Drop back, shot by Hall. Second chance. He scores! Oh, Carolina swatting the bees right now. It's 5-3 Hurricanes.
Tell you what, deck the halls with the second period that Taylor Hall is enjoying. Set up a power play goal, has his first shot blocked, gets to the loose puck and fires away with a net front from Logan Stankoven, who he set up the power play goal for after Hall had drawn the penalty in the first place.
Knocks it behind Bussey's net, trying to locate Elias Lindholm. Instead, he'll have to go back for McAvoy. Zadorov can step into one. Zadorov, there's a pick set, but legal and a score! Pasternak out in front. Might have gotten the redirect of the Nikita Zadorov shot.
Popping up and making sure that, you know, he gets a heavy shot through. Here's the pick. It was McAvoy that created it.
And Miller.
4-on-2.
He'll send it to Hall. Numbers coming for Carolina. Drop back here. Blake out in front. Miller! And somehow it stays out.
Another great save. Korpisalo has made inside. And he does, I think, one if there's an injury like there was.
Well, the Bruins win the draw. McAvoy with it now. Trying to set it up in front. Bussey can't make the save. Zacha scores. You can make the case the guy who should have been on the penalty box sets it up.
To make the right call, which is what we all desire to see. And then McAvoy sets up the goal from Zacha. Jumping in. Tough goal from Bussey based on his positioning. Interchange up top. Both on their third and now.
You get the full freight here at home in your last game in this regular season. Jarvis drops it for Gostisbehere. Across, and Korpisalo with thievery of Sebastian Aho.
Production tonight, it's time for the big boys to be the difference. And if you're Aho, other than maybe finding a little more elevation, he can't do anything more than this. You know, he ends up throwing it back into the body of...
Oh, a chance here as Svechnikov jumped over the boards. You get it. Aho, side of the net. Game over! His first of the year! Jacob Slavin
has had great line changes all night. Keandre Miller changed for fresh legs on the blue line. Who was it? Jacob Slavin. Sebastian Aho makes a phenomenal pass. After the physicality to really gain entry from Svechnikov to kickstart it. Oh, the route that Slavin took. Lefty, essentially just outside the far post. As soon as he button hooked, Aho saw him. He saw that Zacha was not close to Slavin. And what a